on in the second part of the first half. But other than that, you look at the numbers, and they've been woeful.
Well, you think of Christodoulou, 1-9, and they're only down by 10. That's a plus if you play for Greece. Some of the highlights from the first 20 minutes of play.
Well, the Greeks were the team that were fast breaking here with a nice give and go, and a nice left-handed layup, and then Fasoulas with a nice little jump hook in the lane. Reggie Miller again coming off the bench and shooting the ball well to counter that zone defense. And then who is this guy?
He is the Greek Trojan horse that tried to conquer the city of Troy. He came out of nowhere.
And he had 6 points in the first half. And then this was the end of the first half. Right at the buzzer, Sean Kemp beats the shot clock and gets the dunk. And can the United States take that now and maybe come out? This Greek team is waiting to get beat.
Oh, yeah.
And the United States is, just won't do it right now. It's like the guy wants to rest his players. He told us that before the game. Hey, I want to play for the bronze, and the United States has allowed them to stay close.
Well, they are indeed close. It is only 10. That is the head coach of Greece, Makis Dadrinos.
The guy looks like Harrison Ford. I think I've been trying to figure out who this guy is.
And the funny thing is, he shaved an hour before the game. Well, Derek Coleman is in for the first time for the United States. Got the starting nod last night. Hit his first 4 shots. Played well. Mark Price.
Remember yesterday against the Russians, to start the second half, they went strictly inside, and Shaquille changed the whole game. They forced it inside to him. They went on a 36-17 spurt in about a 9-minute period of time. Well, they go inside to Shaquille. Derek Coleman is in the ball game, like you said, for the first time. I think he's really done a nice job.
Reggie for 3. Rebound controlled by Malounas. Number 9 as the Greeks begin to clear their bench. This is Bakasias. Budaris back out to Bakasias. The driving layup and almost hit his knee, but he'll retain possession of it with 12 to shoot on the shot clock. Alonzo Mourning for the United States. 3 points tonight. Makis Dadrinos looking forward to the bronze medal game. He believes he'll be playing Russia. That yet to be determined.
The United States has really geared up their defense. They've only allowed 8 points now in about almost 9.5 minutes. So they're really now starting to take their toll defensively. Mark Price is going to get one of these yet tonight. He's just not gotten any luck at all on his shot. That's about 2 for 9 now from 3 for Mark.
Alonzo, the fall-away jumper. His second field goal of the game. Alonzo, who averaged 21.5 last year for Charlotte on 51% shooting. Had 10 rebounds and about 3 blocks a game. A very successful 94 campaign. Price with the steal. He has Coleman Marley streaking down the court along with Mourning. Alonzo with a little vocal effort, taking it away from everybody. And we have a foul and a little talking, and Zoe wisely walks away. He can smile.
Look at, did tell me there's no foul? Look at this. Look at this action. Alonzo, 4 guys hits him.
Who did it? Who did it?
Did he surrender? He said, I just have my hands up.
I think he did. I think he saw Zoe's arms after the mugging in Toronto. Alonzo now just 1 of 3.
When Alonzo is healthy and he plays a full season, he normally is one of the top 5 in free throw attempts. Because he's attacking the basket and he plays so aggressively. So it's not unusual to see him on the free throw line, 7, 8, 9 times a night.
The best Greece has been able to pair the World Championship was 6th back in 1990. They have, however, won the 87 European Championship, finished 2nd in 89 in that title game. Not a bad second half for the United States. Marley, nice defensive effort. Price dribbling around some white jerseys and a little ticky-tacky foul on Kostas Paravoukas.
Foul charge to number 5, Kostas Paravoukas.
Well, this is a surprise team at 4-2. They've played close games and they've been able to win them, losing to Puerto Rico by 8. Then in the playoff round, beating Canada, beating China, losing to Croatia last night by 26 in a game in which the coach once again pulled the starters when it was about a 15-point game. Mark Price told me today, he said, you know, he goes, I was surprised I missed that free throw last night. I said, not as surprised as Doug and I were.
Well, we were talking this summer, and I did a game in San Antonio. He missed 3 in 1 quarter.
Right.
He told me, he says, I don't ever remember ever doing that in my career.
The Timas Vacacias. Christos Sikos has it stolen. It'll be an over-the-back call. Alonso doesn't like it. You know, it's funny. It's not that loud here. During the Croatia-Greece game last night, it was extremely loud. A lot of Croatian fans, not that many fans from Greece. Tonight, there doesn't seem to be any fans from Greece here.
Well, Ron, it's interesting because when you look at this arena, there's not that many seats very close to it, so all the action and all the noise is up high, and the building is so big, all the sound dissipates. You really can't hear much down on the floor at all. Look at
No, don't count that. That doesn't count. And he looks over at us laughing.
I gave him 2 thumbs down on that one.
Well, you can do that when you're up by a 67-38 score, holding your opponents to just now 10 points. Vacacias with his first field goal of the second half. He has 7 in the ball game. Boy, Zoe's working hard, though. Hats off to him on this.
You just can't bring the ball down, though, in traffic, regardless of the level of competition you're playing. You know, at Zoe, at 6'10" in his power, if you'll just keep the ball up and turn, the shot will be there. Derek Coleman now will leave the game. Larry Johnson coming in. I thought Derek Coleman gave them a very, very nice 11.5 minutes. He gave them a nice spurt, and he played with emotion, and I think they really needed that.
Oh, tipped up and in by LJ. May have got a little help. Well, drama, of course, was born in Athens with Sophocles, Aristophanes, writing a little comedy and tragedy. We haven't had any of that tonight. Dan Marley with the steal. Zoe running the court right down the middle is the trailer. Come on, Mark. Maybe this time. That is his third 3 of the ball game. 7 points in the half for Mark Price, 13 for the game. Steve Smith up off the bench for the United States, and with 7.5 minutes, roll the videotapes. We may get a little showtime coming in here. But we have a whistle and a foul down low with 7:28 left to be played in the ball game. USA up by a bunch.
Inside Stuff, Saturdays, all summer long.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You know he's not perfect, but on certain days in his life, he has been. The night he poured in 63 points, the time he crushed 3 home runs in the World Series, the day he found Dwight Clark in the end zone. And you wish at some point, at some moment in your life, you could be that perfect too. And that's why you cheer for him. That's why you believe in heroes.
Excuse me. Could you take a picture of us with Toro over there?
If you take off to the Italian town of Todi, but your camera just takes off,
Where'd they go?
you better have Visa Gold, because there's not a camera store there that takes American Express.
There's a great shot.
Visa Gold, it's everywhere you want to be.
Hey, girls, we can do that. Hey. Go on, girl.
Wherever there is truth, there'll always be homework. Whenever there's a beat, there's always a drum. Whenever there is fun, there's always Coca-Cola. Always Coca-Cola, yeah.
The road to the World Championship, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Always jamming, always Coca-Cola.
The 1986 World Championship was held in Madrid, Spain, where the U.S. met their longtime arch rival, the Soviet Union. The U.S., led by Kenny and Charles Smith, was able to build an 18-point second-half lead. But with 2 minutes remaining, Vladimiras Komichas hit back-to-back three-pointers, cutting the United States lead to a very precarious 2 points. But with 44 seconds left in the game, Kenny Smith split the defense to put the U.S. ahead by 4 points. After a pair of free throws and a U.S. turnover, the Soviet Union had one last chance. But their desperation shot bounced away, giving the United States their first world championship since 1954. Well, the Soviet Union, Yugoslavia, and the United States all finished at 9-1 in 1986, and the United States team led by Kenny Smith, Charles Smith, David Robinson, Derek McKee.
Got to get a plug in for a man, Tommy Amaker, too, from Duke. He was on that team, so he was really the emotional leader of that team. I know that.
Steve Kerr, Tyrone Bogues. That was also the Goodwill Games Championship in 1986. Well, both free throws go down, and it is a 31-point game for the United States. They led by 10 at intermission at 40-30, but it has been all USA since then. Steve Smith getting a little playing time as Dan Marley from the NBA three. KJ, the rebound, the putback. Zoe! Start calling him Zeus. Inside of 7 minutes. Seacoast has it knocked away. His pass. Kevin Johnson gets a piece of it. On the United States, Don Nelson and company. Fasoulas on the bench. Fasoulas in this ball game. Only 1 second-half points. 5 for the game total. Alonzo. Yes!
Zeus! He's got 2 of those tonight. Zoe can't get a call.
He has 12 in the ball game, and the USA bench upstanding, laughing, high-fiving, led by Reggie Miller. Dominique will come back into the lineup. Here comes KJ. He's got Larry Johnson. KJ doesn't get it. Johnson the tip. Steve Smith. Getting a little ragtag. But the USA began scouting everybody at the European Championships this year. And tomorrow they will be playing for the gold, probably against Croatia.
You know, this is one of those games where normally you'd see garbage time in the NBA. Here's Alonzo on the breakaway, and he and, what is it, Seacoast? I mean, they're having a battle here. They've been
like
banging each other the whole night. Normally, this is a game, right? When you're a coach, you say, I got to get my starters out of there and put the bench in. What are you going to put in? I mean, all these guys are stars, so it's not like you can look down there and put somebody in who's not going to get hurt, because this game could get ugly at the end of this game.
Yes. That's why you don't want to turn the dial yet, folks, because this is when you see some of the acrobatic moves and the rejection, but no, Steve Smith muscles his way in for his first 2 of the night. So everybody on the United States has scored except for Kevin Johnson.
That's Steve Smith's first basket that's not been a 3-point field goal in the whole tournament.
That's amazing. They hand it off. Pacasias working on Smith. Trying to work on the pick. Johnson on the switch. Papapetru, he is going to be surrounded with 4 to shoot. Patavukas inside. The glove goes down by Fatimas Renzias. His first 2. USA by 35. Pacasias. Oh, wow, my.
That's the highlight. That's the shot of the night right there. What a great move.
That was very pretty for Pacasias, the 26-year-old who plays professionally in Tel Aviv. Dominique and Grand Papa from the outside. Leak at 7 in the ball game. The United States up 81-45 inside of 4:45. We've enjoyed bringing you the World Championship of Basketball here on TNT. Our crew's been here a long time. Owen Backfish, our producer, Lonnie Dale, our director. I think Lonnie ran out of suits. What, about halfway through this, you think?
Well, he wears 3 a day, so...
Joe Vincius and Ted Ballard making us look good.
One for each meal.
That's right. He had a hat on today, though, but it did match his
It matched his T-shirt, no question.
Don't worry, Tanya. We'll get him home. Larry Johnson into Steve Smith, and Smitty now with 4 in the ball game. Of course, our NBA coverage begins in October. We'll bring you an exhibition game from Mexico. Then we head to Yokohama, Japan for a game with Portland and the Clippers. And don't forget the Thursday night specials on TBS with Chuck Daly and Vern Lundquist.
Who's this guy? Who is this guy?
With 11 points in the ballgame, 6 in the second half, but his last 4 have been the best.
2 spectacular drives. This one is the best. Watch this. He shows it and then comes around the right hand up underneath. And now the quick move to the basket with the left hand. Show me your whole game.
The World Championship of Basketball is brought to you by McDonald's. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today. By AT&T, we help put your world within reach. By cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft. Get out of the old, get into the cold. And by IBM. There's never been a better time to do business with IBM.
Snow was falling on the ground. What did I do? I went out and shoveled the snow. Made me a path on the basketball court. Had my mittens on, I'm shooting. You know, oh, it's raining outside. Huh? Raining? So what? The door was shut in your face sometimes, but you still keep going. You still keep going.
NBA Hoops basketball cards from Skybox, where you dream it, see it, go after it.
There's something happening here. What it is exactly clear. I think it's time to stop to what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Get out of the old and get into the cold.
83-47 is our score in the semifinals of the World Championship of Basketball. 3:45, the United States away from the gold medal game. Shaquille O'Neal coming into the ball game and really making a difference with 9 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks, 4 steals, and the sideburns.
You know, I think as much as what Shaquille did was his presence,
oh, yeah.
too. You know, just the energy, the whole team is uplifted when he comes into the game.
Well, the first half wasn't pretty for the United States. They led by only 10. The second half has been a different story. Is the original Grandmama, Larry Johnson with 4.
See, great players can play against any kind of defense. You know, the knock is if you put zone defense in the NBA, it's going to be a jump shooting game, and I have never believed that. I think you'll see more running and some things, and you put time on the clock and you let a team attack them, they're going to get good shots.
Rebound, Larry Johnson hustling to bring it down. Kevin Johnson. Inside of 3 minutes. Marley for 3. Buries it.
I mean, if they're playing a zone defense, the United States are shooting the ball. They're getting the ball inside. They're penetrating. I know it's a tremendously inferior opponent, but I just think great basketball players can score against any kind of defense.
I agree. The United States holding Greece to just 18 second-half points. Inside of 2.5. The turnaround by Renzimas. Whistle and a foul on Dominique Wilkins. That'll be his second personal foul. Well, the United States with 2:22. We'll go ahead and give it to them since they're up by 40. Croatia and Russia will be playing in the other semifinal. The gold medal will be, of course, played tomorrow. The loser Greece will take on the loser of Croatia and Russia. However, if Greece does come back, they will be our player of the game.
Can Russia's perimeter players, their guards, can Babkov and can Basarevich and can the guy Fedosov, can they control the game from the perimeter, or will the power of the Croatian team win that game? Will Kukoc's passing and Raj's scoring and the inside play of Brankovic, will that be the difference? I think that will be the deciding factor in that game.
I'm not sure Russia can control the inside game because they don't have the depth to. They have Nosov if he gets in foul trouble, if Redzias hits the two. If Nosov gets in foul trouble, if they have to bring in Sergei Ivanov, then their whole team's in trouble.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why, you know, can they hold their own, just not be totally dominated?
Dominique for three. His second of the ball game. Leak with 10. He's in double figures.
How many threes is that for the United States now tonight?
2, 6, 8, 11, 15.
Well, so what is that? My math, if it helps me, we're about 81 threes in a tournament so far, right?
All right. Fallaway jumper won't go. Dan Marley with the rebound. United States 5 players already in double figures. Only Kevin Johnson is yet to score. Larry Johnson can't get it. Fatimas Bakatsias. The bounce pass to Panavukas. Buries the two. Well, he hit the 2 quick threes in the second half. But we're in the final minute. USA 91-54. Team averaging better than 120 a game.
I thought this would be a 40-point game, and they're a three-pointer away from that happening.
There's the man to do it. Rebound controlled by Greece. 12-second difference between the shot and the game. Steve Smith with the vicious foul.
Foul charge to Steve Smith. His second.
Interesting matchup tomorrow night if indeed Croatia does advance for Don Nelson and company. United States only one time have gone undefeated in World Championship play. That was back in 1954, but thanks to Reggie Miller tonight, 14 points. The USA and Alonzo Mourning one step away from finishing undefeated. 35-point advantage, final 30 seconds. Smith from the arc, and he buries it. Quick 7 points for Steve Smith tonight. Greece holding out for that last shot, hoping to get that all-important 38-point play. They'll have to settle for 2. Panavukis finishes with 10. Steve Smith off the buzzer. He parries the fall-away 3. So Steve Smith gets in double figures as the United States outscores Greece 57-28 in the second half.
USA basketball.
And the USA on track toward the gold medal. Their first since 1986. They are 1 victory away. They win it tonight for the final 97-58. We'll step aside for a minute. When we come back, we'll talk with some of the stars for tonight's game.
Inside Stuff, Saturdays all summer long.
Hollywood's